You've entered the Three Trees podcast. Prepare to have information entered into your brain canal. Thank you, and enjoy the program. Hey, I'm ready to start. Are you ready to get started?
I'm ready to get started.
All right.
Are we started?
Yep. Where's your intro music?
Hold on, wait for it. Wait for it. I don't know what sound this is going to make.
I'm waiting. I'm right here. Oh, you better turn that. There you go. Oh,
That's intro music.
what are you doing?
You want more?
Oh,
Intro.
that's the sound I like.
Welcome. This is our...
What is this, 1984?
This is whatever.
Do that again. Do that again. Welcome to the Three Trees podcast with Ryan Roberts and Brett Engels. Those aren't real.
I'll have background.
Oh. Ooh. What is that from?
Welcome.
Is that like a...
Just logic.
Just like a sample or whatever? Just like a...
Just presets.
Preset?
Yeah.
All right. I think we're good on the back. I think we're good on the intro music here.
Okay.
The whole show is intro music right now. And us talking about random bullcrap.
Mm-hmm.
No swearing. Kids. This is a kids-only program. Okay? We don't want no adults.
So, subordinated debentures.
Subordinated debentures. What I'm going to tell you about those is I don't know what they are completely, but let me find out. Okay? So that's a quick little tip on how you divert a question, okay?
We don't have...
You tell people you're going to find out.
What's our topic?
And then they'll be like, "Oh, thank you." Our topic, what's your book you're holding right there?
The book I'm holding right here is The Art of Social Media.
Who's that by?
It's by Guy Kawasaki.
Ninja. Tell me something about that book. What page is that? What is
This is page 50. It's talking be sly.
Be sly. How can I be sly in my social marketing right now? What can you tell me right now that will help me today?
Essential Steps 2 is a great way to start your post when you're posting on social media.
So I'm going to post on social media. I've never done it before. What's something I can start it with that'll help me create traffic and people will be intrigued by?
What no one tells you about is a great way to start.
You really butchered that, didn't you? Give me something.
It's Guy Kawasaki's fault.
Give me
swear.
something.
Swearing is bullshit.
What? I didn't swear.
Swearing is bullshit. Says right
Let
in
me
the
see
book.
that.
Says right in the book.
Don't swear. See, this is a direct quote from Kawasaki. The guy. Somewhere along the way, swearing on social media became a sign of openness, sincerity, and authenticity. Basically, profanity is a sign you're inarticulate. So, it's not a good idea, apparently. But my question, let's talk about that for a second.
Okay.
So don't swear, right?
Don't swear, yeah.
Here's my thing. What about wow, I can't think of his name. One of the most famous motivational speakers in the world. 6'8" or whatever. Tony Robbins. There we go. Jesus. Praise Jesus. So he says that using taboo words, obviously swear words, can be can be useful when used right. So is that only applicable for in an actual
maybe when you can show actual emotions?
When you're with someone personally, is it applicable in that environment and not in an online environment where it's just a person reading words you've written.
Because there's not usually the sort of...
Because there's no, like, tonality or anything to it. There's no expression.
Because it could be taken incorrectly.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense. So
we completely infer that, we don't know.
So, if that's true, we actually wrote something, some marketing we thought we could use in one of our campaigns, where it actually has swearing in it, doesn't it? On that last one I wrote.
Yeah.
So maybe, in actuality, that could be counterproductive to what we're trying to come across.
True.
So it could actually hamper what we're trying to do. So basically, it sounds like just don't do it on an online basis where you have no like face-to-face communication and people can't hear what you're saying, they can only read what you're saying.
However, we could be completely wrong.
Or we're wrong. But from what Guy Kawasaki is saying, that sounds like it. Maybe that was a long explanation of really something simple.
So let's move on to how about
people resharing your posts?
How about sure.
That's actually something. So don't ask people to reshare your posts. We'll get to that in a second.
Oh yes, we will.
If your posts are good, it'll just happen naturally. This is what he's saying.
Okay, sure.
And you should get this book, by the way, if you care anything about marketing online. It's like
no, don't get it.
Yeah, don't get this book if you unless you care about making a bigger online impact. Okay, only if you care about that.
Do you want to make a bigger online impact with a social media account? Oh, you do? That's another tip you should start off with. Something that creates a yes answer.
Oh, yeah, get that.
Because they're already saying yes.
That interaction going.
I don't even believe our main point of this was social media, but it happened.
Our main point of this was just to start, which I don't even know what it was. We started off with 35 seconds of intro music. So basically, let your reshares happen naturally and don't force it because it doesn't work. The only time it is acceptable is when you have a philanthropic post. So when you're just trying to help other people, not yourself, you can ask to reshare because people are incentivized from like a giving standpoint. They want to help out as well. So they feel good about helping and they're helping other people, not you. Though you kind of do get helped. But that's the moral of that story.
Should we talk about creating fake accounts?
Alright, what do you got?
Create fake accounts and make it look like you're more popular than you actually are.
There you go.
That sounds bad, but good.
It does sound bad. And it is good.
You need to social proof. Oh, that transition now.
Social proof?
Social proofing.
So, what is social proofing? How can it help me?
How can it help you?
I am X user. I almost said X man. Marvel copyrights. So I am X social media guy, and I'm looking to grow myself as a social media man and as a marketing my stuff.
Man.
I'm growing up. Got my calcium.
So let's just say
How
an
can I
example.
use that? How can I use that?
Let's say example, you created a brand new Twitter page, for example.
Okay.
You just created it for your brand.
What if I created Twitter?
You create a new page for your brand on Twitter.
Oh, okay.
Now,
I like to dream big.
Now this is actually relevant because I'm doing this right now.
Mm-hmm.
I obviously didn't create fake accounts. They are just existing before. But
do that.
But what I did, and what you should do, as a person who just created a new page for the new brand page,
brand new brand for my brand,
is create a few real sounding accounts and just start liking and resharing
with each other.
Just make it, well, not necessarily, because usually those fake accounts don't post their own content. However, that's recommended to make them look more real. And then also, don't follow all of them, just follow a few of them, Because then you just want a seemingly randomness.
Okay, yeah, because that's not going to naturally occur with actual people.
Because funny enough for me, since I have multiple accounts that have my name on it, there's a few of me who likes the same thing. So I don't have the privet set up, but I'm
so
that.
Some people could kind of be like, "Oh, wait a minute, this guy's kind of
why is there two of him?
Oop, he's kind of trying to dupe me over here."
I even have the same bio. I have a different picture though.
Oh, well, that's good.
I have at least
just a different color. This one's gray. This one's black.
Whoa. So, social proofing. That social proofs it because if they see activity, it's like when you're starting, let's say a cafe for example.
Yeah.
And you want parking in the front of it so people can park there. So you park your car in the back, but you'll notice that there's not anyone going to your cafe.
Because it's empty, and all they see is who's filling up. Who's coming in to the other spots that are popular?
You want to park your car out front to make it look like there's people actually using the place.
That reminds me of I don't know if it's good example, but like a mall. All the mall employees are usually there. Well, not always, but they're usually there first. Mm-hmm. So it's already populated. So when people see that, they already see, ooh, there's already this amount of people there, because if it was 100% empty, it'd be kind of off-putting, right?
You wouldn't want to be the first person parking.
I mean, from a personal standpoint, I would think it's cool because I like being kind of like the only guy there. Like this is all me. But I guess I'm far from the norm in that respect. But yeah, you don't want completely devoid parking space in your business because it looks like you're. It's The Walking Dead. It's a set from The Walking Dead, basically.
You want to make it look like other people see value in your brand. So you sort of force value upon the people who are looking in.
Right.
Now, Cialdini?
Yeah.
Cialdini, PhD.
Influence. What am I influencing?
So, have you ever watched a TV?
I watched the TV.
So, have you ever watched in the TV?
No, I did not go in the TV. I watched from the outside. What are you talking about?
A show that, while watching it, had laughter in it. In the show.
In the show?
Let's say
from the actors?
No, not from the actors. Someone made a joke. No one's visually laughing, but you hear laughter.
Like from the audience?
Yes.
Okay.
But sometimes there's not an actual audience in the show, though.
Oh yeah, like a recording or whatever.
Yeah, canned laughter.
Yeah.
So why do they do it? Because everyone knows it's fake when you hear the canned laughter.
Oh yeah. Sometimes that's I just focus on that, and then that's all I hear, and I'm just waiting until it plays, and it just bugs me, and then I just can't watch the show.
So they do that as Robert Cialdini,
there you go.
Cialdini said,
thank you.
Stated was the use of that is actually due, well, at least statistically shows that people actually prefer the shows that have canned laughter, even though they know it's fake. Because they actually think the jokes are funnier. Because they hear other people laughing at the joke.
Okay.
So they think it's funny.
My question is on that subject. What about shows like drama kind of oriented shows or whatever?
I think that'll make it even better if they had canned laughter.
Where CSI has canned laughter in it.
Yeah. I would start watching that.
And well, yeah, me too. So like, a show like drama show or whatever, it has a little bit of comedy in it, but because it has like that. It has like those dramatic action parts, and then there's some comedy.
Oh, the contrast.
What about how strong is canned laughter versus contrast when you have action segments, drama segments, and then some comedy in between versus a comedy show with canned laughter? Which one what do you think would be more effective?
I can't say from scientific point of view, but I can say personally I find the contrast to be a lot better. So when you have a show that's not based on comedy,
Yeah.
when you have a show, when you just have a show it has a different topic, but then maybe it's very serious, but it has a comedic relief. That relief usually has a funnier. I was reluctant saying funnier.
It's a word.
Funnier.
Not funner though.
Than is if the show was meant to be funny.
Right. Yeah, because it's not as expected, I guess.
Yeah.
And it feels more, I don't know. It just feels, I don't know, I want to say natural, but I don't know if that's the right thing to say.
Well, because like, let's say you put one of your hands in cold water and the other hand in hot water, and then you put it in, let's say, room temperature water, you will feel like an actual difference. Like when you put your hand in the medium water, you would think that medium water from the one that was in the cold to be warm, while if you take the hand that was in the hot water and you put that in the room temperature, it actually feels like it's cold water. So you actually get a split. Your brain doesn't actually get a true sense of the water because you're having the cold water hand and the hot water hand go into the same water, but it feels different
Right.
in both hands. And that related to something like a show, for example, the same effect. Because if you have a comedy show that's just comedy, it's not going to be as funny if it's serious comedy.
Yeah.
There's a long-winded approach to saying it.
It's like you have a car and the whole time you're driving it at 130 miles an hour. Well, let's say 150. Well, versus you drive 30 miles an hour, then 150, and then back to 30. It's like you're going to have a much bigger experience from that small spurt than one continuous. Let's say it's a straightaway, by the way. Man, this wasn't the best analogy. There's a lot of variables there. But
don't think about it.
Straightaway, infinite straightaway, you're driving 150 the whole time versus 30 miles per hour, 150. 30 miles per hour, 150. You're going to feel that 150 a lot more than when you're driving it the whole time.
Yeah.
It's like eating a bar, like something sweet the whole time versus something normal and then something sweet and then something normal. You're going to have a much more impactful experience from that short-term exposure versus long-term exposure.
If you emphasize everything, nothing is emphasized.
Yeah. It's like having an orgasm all the time.
Well,
it's just like, yeah, whatever.
There was a theory of, like, if you created a machine that can give you, like, immediate, constant pleasure, if you had, like, children's show, orgasm show, that you would no longer feel the sensation. Because your
that's just
heuristic temperature, or no, is it heuristic temperature? That it just gets adjusted to that.
Right, it's like people who work at, like, a waste management or whatever, like, they just get used to the smell, like, it becomes, it's like it's not like sensory deprivation, but it's like sensory numbness.
Yeah.
You just it becomes normal, so your brain, like, takes that out of the equation as...
I did say we've made the point.
Yeah.
We've
So,
made the point.
1,000 analogies and whatnot aside...
They understand it. They're professionals. They have deep domain in this.
So, social proofing... and all that, so yeah, I think we've hit that home quite a bit.
This is what happens when you have a topic.
Well, our topic is
we just sort of go everywhere.
Create a topic, and we've been doing it.
We're trying that right now.
So we've had social media,
social proofing.
We've had some social proofing.
We have heuristical temperatures.
We have many things. What they can't see is all these books around us here, and we'll have video segments, but right now we're just doing a little bit of a recording here.
This is a sampler.
This is kind of the pilot.
A sampler pilot.
A sampler pilot. Okay, so it's a trickle of a drop of what you can expect from this channel. Okay.
I'll read you one little blurb of this book. It's not entirely read it. It's
This
The Happiness Hypothesis
Happiness Hypothesis.
by Jonathan.
We're going all over the place here, and this is our next destination. What do we got? Jonathan Haidt.
So, right from his mouth, he said.
Right from his mouth.
Right from his mouth, he said, to be happy, start taking Prozac.
Is that what we're ending this on?
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. Maybe
Oops,
think
outro
about
music.
maybe think about that before you take action on that one. But yeah, okay. Haidt, Jonathan Haidt, Haidt, not height like in how tall are you? So, what kind of music we got here? What are we brewing up? This is custom. This is on the fly music. This is hot,
This is
fresh.
DJ Didlow.
DJ.
I don't know. I can't hear sound.
That's a whole
Oh.
nother story there. Ooh.
And good night.
This has been a Three Trees Treecast. Thank you for tuning in, and have yourself an excellent day.